What's up guys, how are you guys doing? In this video I'll be talking about Sereniel and her kit and how she works, guys. She seems to be a very simple character to use actually, and yeah, I'm very excited to see how she does it when she comes out, because she seems absolutely broken, especially when it comes to breaking the enemies and doing ravage damage based on ravage enemies. Yeah, she seems absolutely cracked. So yeah, but I want to go through her kit and tell you guys how I think she works. Okay, so the first I'll go through her entire kit, right, her entire basic cards, and then we're gonna talk about some of the epiphanies they showcased during the combat. During the combat PV trailers they posted a while ago, right? So yeah, let's get to it, man. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is her shining core skill right here. This is going to be her main skill you guys going to be using to do to utilize her kit, which it allows you to create 2 homing laser L cards. Okay, and I'll show you guys what those are. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, so this is very similar to how Teresa creates shadow daggers, but for Sereniel's it says it creates 2 homing laser L cards. Okay, and these homing laser cards are these guys right here that says they do 100% damage to afterglow. I still don't know what the afterglow means, to be honest. They don't really showcase the afterglow effect, so we're gonna see when she comes out inside the game, but it seems to be something that will help her break the enemy a lot faster and stuff like that, but we'll see, right? Yeah, it says 2 afterglows, and on ravage, move from graveyard to hand. Okay, so whenever she breaks enemy with this card right here, with the homing laser cards, she moves another homing laser from the graveyard to hand. Okay, which is very good, and it's a move effect, so it's not draw. So yeah, very amazing stuff right here. And then she have another skill called Plasma Missile, and what this Plasma Missile does is, this is probably going to be one of her main way to do the most damage by utilizing the homing laser cards. Okay, so what it does is says 120% damage, 0.5 tenacity damage if the target was now ravaged, activates one more time. Okay, that's very important, right? So yeah, she does have extra attacks built in her kit, and yeah, it will activate one more time if you are not able to break the enemy with this card right here. And then she have another card called Cobalt Light. What this is 120% damage times 4 times, okay, which is amazing, right? That's going to be doing a lot of damage, okay, and 2 random enemies. So she's going to be really good for AoE content as well, because she can attack random enemies as well. Of course, she's going to be absolutely broken for single target as well, because there's all this 120% damage times 4, right? The times 4 will be focused on that single enemy, so you'll be able to just murder single enemy very fast, okay? But she's also really good for AoE content, okay? And 2 random enemies, right? 1 tenacity damage for each hit. So if you are this card is more effective if you are using her against multiple enemies, because you do tenacity damage, increased tenacity damage per each enemy hit, okay? But if you are using single target, if you are hitting single target enemy, this will you're not gonna be you're only gonna get 1 tenacity damage right here, okay? Because you're only hitting 1 enemy, right? So yeah, but yeah, this skill is very good for AoE content, a little bit more than single target content, okay? And then she have her Pale Shooting Star, 115% damage, activates 3 homing laser in draw pile and graveyard. That is broken, guys, okay? She activates 3 homing lasers, okay, from her draw pile and also graveyard, and I'm pretty sure you could increase her this amount right here, the 3 homing laser amount more through epiphanies and stuff like that. But yeah, this is very strong, guys. Of course, this is going to be also her other main damage dealing card right here as well, because yeah, she pretty much just multi hits, right? Because she's activating 3 homing lasers back to back, right? So you definitely want to use this after using the homing lasers, so they will be sent to the graveyard, so you could so you could draw from the draw pile and also the graveyard, right? So very good skill. And then we got her ultimate right here, and her ultimate is very good. It says 400% damage to all enemies, so it's AoE ultimate, and move all homing laser L, okay? There's L on it, so there's a different one, okay? From in exhaust pile to hand, And from what I've seen, this homing laser L version, you can only get it from Epiphany if I'm not mistaken, because the base homing laser cards, right, the base homing laser cards right here, they don't have the L tag on them, okay? So this is definitely to change this into the L version, you gotta go through Epiphany and stuff like that, so you get that, okay? And I'll show you guys what that does. And just keep this in mind, okay? Keep this in mind, right? Move all homing laser L in exhaust pile, okay? In exhaust pile, not draw pile, not graveyard, in exhaust pile, okay? And now these are the homing laser L cards right here. What they do is that, as you guys can see, they have exhaust 2 on them, right? So you can use these cards twice before they go to the exhaust pile, right? So what this means, you guys can already tell, right? You use these, you put them in the exhaust pile, and you use the ultimate in order to move them from the exhaust pile to hand, right? From the ultimate right here, right? So yeah, this version, this Epiphany is definitely what you guys should be going for, because it will make her ult even better, right? And then so let's say you have like multiple copies of those, right? Multiple copies of these. You could also create these homing laser L cards through this card right here, right? Let's say create 2 homing laser cards. So her gameplay is gonna be creating a bunch of these homing laser cards, spamming them, right? Using them and exhausting them, right? And then as you can see, there's a tenacity damage right here. And then you guys can use the ultimate, right? One way you guys can use them, right? You guys can use the ultimate in order to pull those all those homing laser L cards from exhaust pile to hand, and then you guys can use this right here to activate to activate them again and do the extra damage, right? So yeah, she's gonna be very fun to play as a tank, right? So this is definitely the type of Epiphany you guys need. And it says it also gives you 1 afterglow, so I'm not sure what that means. It also have like on Ravage, right? Whenever you break the enemy, move from graveyard to hand, right? So yeah, that's amazing, right? There's exhaust on them, but you could also move them from graveyard to hand, which is interesting, right? So she's gonna be interesting to use. And then we have this right here. I'm pretty sure this is also another Epiphany version right here, the plasma missile, because the basic plasma missile, if we look at what it does, it says, right, 120% damage, 0.5 tenacity damage if the target was not ravaged, activate 1 more time, right? But this one looks like Epiphany version right here, because it says 216% damage, 1 tenacity damage if the target has not been ravaged, activate 1 more time, right? So the tenacity damage went from 0.5 to 1%, and the damage amount also got increased because it's only 120, right? It was only 120 earlier, as you guys can see, but it went up to 200. So I'm pretty sure this is also a funny version right here. So yeah, again, definitely the type of card you guys want in your account. And then we have this right here, right? The Cobalt Light, which is gonna be another amazing card to utilize for her, because right here is you could the cost can go down to 0, and it says 204% damage times 4 to random enemies. Create 1 homing laser for each target hit, right? It says each target hit. So if you are hitting multiple enemies with this, you could create so many homing laser cards, okay? Homing laser L cards, which is amazing, right? So you combine this, right? And then you also combine this right here. You could have like so many freaking homing laser L's on your hand, and you guys can just spam that, use the ultimate, right, to activate, to pull them out from the exhaust pile, and then use this card to do the damage. You could also use this right here, right? The 100, yeah, right. This is the base version, right? As you guys can see, right? This is much better, as you guys can see, right? Right? Look at this, 204% compared to freaking 150, right? No, not 120 times 4, right? 2 random enemies, 1 tenacity damage for each, right? But this one right here, much better, right? It lets you create a homing laser for each target hit, right? So this is definitely the type of Epiphany you guys should be hunting for, because this is very effective for her kit, and she's gonna be really good for Chizuru as well, because she have a bunch of multi-hit cards, which lets Chizuru get her Shadow of the Moon plus version, right? Because whenever you use multi-hit cards, Chizuru can get stuck for her Shadow of the Moon card to turn into the plus version, right? And you could also use Ri with her, because Ri, again, she buffs multi-hit, and she also buffs 1 cost cards. So yeah, she have great synergy with Chizuru as well, right? So yeah, this her kit seems absolutely broken, I'm not gonna lie, right? Now let's look at how she works inside her PV trailer. Alright, let's watch. Right?
あなたを助 けに来た守護天使セレニエルです。艦長のためならどこにでも飛んでいきます。殲滅。
See?
対象を集中攻撃します。
So the card she's using are without Epiphanies. This is just a base card, okay?
急速チャージシステム稼働。ターゲットロック。コバルトライト。どんな敵でも徹底的に排除いたします。コバルトウィング最大出力。すべて攻撃します。
She looks amazing.
はーい。一味違いますよ。狙い。
You could also turn it into create 3 version, right? Before the base version only lets you create 2, but with Epiphany you could create 3 more lasers, right? Homing laser L versions. Hey, this is definitely what you guys want when you guys are building it, because this will later improve her kit a lot more, right? Yeah, amazing stuff right here.
急速チャージシステム稼働。
See, this is why I said she is very similar to Trista, because she, the more homing laser cards she creates, the more damage she's gonna be doing, right? But without the Agni stack and stuff like that, right? So she's gonna be very, very strong, guys. Okay, definitely a must summon in my opinion. We don't have a lot of tenacity damage dealing, you know what I'm saying, characters. So yeah, she's absolutely gonna be broken.
コバルトターゲットロック。コバルトライト。狙います。殲滅。よし。コバルト殲滅。完璧な攻撃。殲滅。
See, you guys, you can just spam those homing laser cards and just do absolutely just melt things. Very strong character.
狙います。殲滅。狙います。対象を集中攻撃。対象を集中攻撃します。コバルト殲滅。殲滅。殲滅。狙います。
And then yeah, she uses a cobalt light card.
ロック。コバルトライト。コバルト殲滅。狙います。どんな敵でも徹底的に排除いたします。殲滅。
Yeah, she's so broken. Like, look at this, bro. She's just melting this guy, bro. Like I said, man, definitely the base memory for her probably gonna be the new instinct type memory gear, okay? Because that would later do even more damage when she's breaking the enemies, and that's exactly what she wants, right? To do the most damage with her kit, okay? So definitely must build for her the memory gear right there, okay? Yeah, the new one that came out was Chizuru gear.
時々無意識のうちに室内でも翼を広げる時があります。
Yeah, she's absolutely broken, guys. Anyways, guys, that's Sereniel, and she looks amazing. And yeah, man, of course, I will be able to summon for her tomorrow, and yeah, we're gonna see how she works. Tomorrow is gonna be, of course, the Christmas Eve and then Christmas afterward. But yeah, we should be able to make a video during Christmas Eve, but I don't know, I'm not sure about during Christmas, but Christmas Eve is fine. But yeah, see you guys on the next video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and happy holidays, man. Happy holidays, and yeah, see you guys.